Greetings, salutations, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Today has been a day, y'all. Today has been a day. I dealt with so much BS today at work, it don't make no sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I had a client threaten to commit suicide on the phone today. I had supervisors who were unappreciative of work that I've done today, things of that nature. Like, today has been a fucking day, right? So outside of all of that, this brings me to the point that we cannot hinder ourselves by being too afraid to take action on things. So I've been thinking about going back to school or getting some type of licensing or something of that nature for quite some time now. I just never did it because it's expensive. Okay, school is expensive, and who can afford to try to go back to school and go to work and pay bills? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot to do. Also, like, I just didn't want to do it. Honestly. But you can't hinder your growth out of fear. You can't hinder your growth out of fear, because at the end of the day, like, this is your life and you only have one life to live. And so what I'm realizing now is that, I mean, not now, I've always realized this, but what's really coming into play now, where it's forcing my hand that I have to, like, take these steps to change some things, is that you cannot hinder yourself due to fear. Fear of not being able to afford the education, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna pay their student loans off. I mean, some people do, and that's cool. That's lit. Kudos to y'all. Y'all see this gray hair? This job is stressing me out. But nevertheless, fear of, it taking too long, fear of you being too old to do it. I'm only 25, and I feel like I'm too old to go back to school. But in reality, people, I was in class while I was in school with people who are like 70 or 80. So, it's not too late. So, I definitely have to take some type of steps to do something, because, and this ain't it. Like, this is not it, y'all. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired to the point where, like, I don't have the energy to do what I love. Like, I was going to give you guys another video. Actually, that reminds me, I need to go rename that video. But I was going to give you guys another video last night, and I was just so tired from dealing with these people at work. Like, that I didn't even have the energy. Like, I think I went to bed really early last night. I was so tired. But this is what I love to do. Like, I love to talk to you guys. I love to, come in and, participate, in conversations with you guys, whether that's from the stuff that, the stuff that I post on Instagram, the stuff that I post on Twitter, or just in the comment section. Like, I love coming in and, having conversations with you guys, or seeing what your opinions, on stuff would be. Like, it's something that I find to be enjoyable. And that shit low-key hit me yesterday when I realized, like, I don't have the energy to do what I enjoy doing. Like, I don't have the energy to pour back into somebody, like, pour back into my fans, like, pour back into my friends, my love. Y'all are like my loves. I love you guys. Those of y'all who participate and watch, like, I love our whole dynamic, here. So, with that being said, this is going to be short because, again, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Like, mentally tired, emotionally tired. Like, I'm tired. But I really just wanted you guys to know that, like, even if you feel like it's going to be, like, the hardest thing in the world to do, don't hinder yourself because of fear of difficulty, fear of trying to figure out how to pay for school. Because, at the end of the day, very few people can afford to go to school. Like, very few people. it was not something that I planned on going back to do, because I don't really agree with the American education system. That's just that. I don't. But there's no choice at this point, because it's either I go back to school or like I continue this cycle of dealing with like the mistreatment in companies. So you guys, if you are thinking about going back to school or thinking about going to some type of, you know, certification or licensing classes or anything of that nature, without a doubt, like, dive deep into that shit and do it. You have the skills, you have the ability, like, you have the drive to go ahead and do it. And if you don't, fake it till you make it. Give yourself that drive. Pep talk yourself every morning. You know, I was doing morning affirmations for a while, which I definitely need to get back into, because since I stopped, like, work has been a shenanigan. But do whatever it is you have to do to motivate yourself to be, you know, to be the best that you can be, to reach those, you know, those outside levels. Because if you're still standing here in the same fucking stairwell, like, you going to the top of the building, but what about the rest of the city, y'all? Like, expand. Try different things. Do whatever you got to do, because dealing with a job that provides you with less than you deserve, like, no, just no. And this is like a really scattered video. I very rarely like come on here and vent to you guys, but like, I had a day. I had a whole entire day. And it's just like, no. I deserve better. You deserve better. Like, we deserve to be able to go to these companies and have a decent, like, have a decent day and a decent life. We shouldn't have to deal with, like, being belittled or underappreciated or having to deal with things that aren't within my pay grade. Suicide prevention is not within my pay grade. Not to say that, you know, I definitely will try my hardest, but like, yo, my job don't even deal with things like this. That's not what I do. That's not my I don't have a certification in that. I don't have a certification in that. I need to get a certification in that, because apparently this is something that I got to deal with, because that call was like, sir, please chill. So with all that being said, guys, pour into yourself. I'm going to continue to try to pour into you, pour into us as a family. I wish you all the very best of luck with any business life endeavors. You know, definitely looking forward to the growth of 2020, because my goal is to be in a different situation by 2020. I only got like 2 weeks left, but I'm trying to put the work in to make sure that I'm in a different position, so I don't have to deal with these type of things, because it's a no for me. Okay? It's a no for me. So I love you guys. Have a great evening. Remember, nobody is better at you than you are.